Hello everyone, welcome to my review of the figure that everyone has been waiting for so long and looked to be cancelled, but he's finally here. Transformers, not Studio Series this time. Legacy United, Autobots Stand United, Deluxe Class Hound, part of the 5-pack with those guys. And my goodness, finally, Hound exists. He's real. And he's in everyone's home if you bought the 5-pack. Now, that's the problem. Let's get into that immediately, okay? This is the figure that everybody wants, but you have to buy the 5-pack in order to get him. Now, for me, it wasn't that big of a problem, because I didn't have Trailbreaker, I didn't have Sunstreaker, I didn't have Wheeljack, nor did anyone have Hound. And would this count as a repaint of the, what was that one? It was like a beige color. I forgot his name. But is it a repaint of that one, or is this the original figure? Because let's be honest here, this is undoubtedly Hound. But anyway, let's get into close here on the details. Starting off with that beautiful head that can't look up or down, okay? We got a very good and accurate head sculpt for Hound. We got a nice chest here with a star and an Autobot symbol. Nice yellow and green here on the arms. Nice yellow here above his crotch. And then, you know, no real details outside of the little specks here on his feet. This is what he looks like from the back. And yes, he does have some hollow bits, which I know people are gonna be upset about. Some people don't like hollow bits, but you have to be realistic here. This is still a deluxe class figure. He's gonna have some hollow bits. There is no way to go around it. But he does look a bit naked to my eyes, so let's just bring in the accessories. Starting off with the main accessory, we have his shoulder cannon, which you can plug on here on either side, or he can hold it. You can plug it here on his shoulder, you can plug it in here on his arm, or you can even plug it in down here on his leg if you were to so please, or over here like this. Which I don't know why you would, and nothing really on the back. But the placement goes here, and what I like and don't like is the way that this attaches, because it doesn't really go all the way in that sense. But that's because you get a little bit of motion here, which actually I do like, but I don't know, in my brain it makes it feel loose, even though it doesn't feel loose at all. Like, it'll stay in there, but it's like, it's a bit loose, but it's not. So yeah, and the other weapon that he comes with is a blaster. Just a normal blaster, which he can hold in his hand or on his arm, on his legs. On his other side, he can even dual wield and really destroy some Decepticons if you want to. But yeah, so there you go. Now Hound's complete. He doesn't actually necessarily need this blaster, but he does need this thing. It's like Sideswipe, for example. He needs this thing. Otherwise, he would look a bit naked without it. Or Wheeljack, I guess. But let's just take this off so we can get into articulation. So starting off, his head can rotate left to right. It doesn't go up and down, sadly enough, but it does rotate all the way around, so you can actually break his neck if you want to. Then his arms can go all the way around. They can go in and out, and you even have a bit of a backwards butterfly joint, but that does detach the chest, because it does attach to the chest. But you can do this if you want to, but my recommendation is you do that with one arm, because if you do it with both, oops. Anyway, then you got some nice rotation here. You got a nice elbow bend. You got some wrist swivel as well. Wrists can move too. And for his waist, you got a full 360 waist this is supposed to go down. Yeah, full 360 waist rotation. You got legs gonna go forward about that far. They can go backwards about that far. They can go in and out, so he can really spread. Can really do the splits. And you have a little bit, I kind of wish that the cut was a bit lower for this, but you can actually rotate it here. He's got a nice bend at the knee that goes about that far. And then his feet, they don't really go up and down, but you do get a pivot. That's the word, I think. However, that can also attach that, so, oh boy. Fixed. But yeah, so he has some nice articulation. So let's put the cannon back on him so we can get into the size comparison. So of course, as always with these figures, just like with Jazz, we'll start off with his friends. Here is the rest of the 5-pack. So that's what he looks like with the rest of the 5-pack. Sideswipe and Ironhide. Alright, Sideswipe, need to fix your legs a bit. There you go. That's what he looks like with Sideswipe and Ironhide. And Ironhide's a bit standing sideways. It's a bit annoying, but oh well, there you go. So, with that out of the way, we have done everything we can in robot mode, so how about we jump straight into transformation? So for transformation, what you want to start off with is you want to take this piece off and push it off to the side. Don't worry, this will come back into play later. Then what you want to do is you want to take the arms and untap them from these pieces here on the side. And what you want to do is you want to take this piece here and just lift it up, and then take this whole piece and lift it up. Make sure that everything tabs into place. After that, what you want to do is you want to take the arms and just fold them in. And also rotate the arms so that this tab is facing the body. Like, oh, wrong way. There you go. Next up, what you want to do is you want to go to Leg City, because this is where the rest of the transformation happens. You want to take it here from this part and just fold it out. Take the feet here and fold them down. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate them all the way around, just like so. And then tab them together back here. There's the tabs here. So just tab them together, like so. Then under here, you now have tabs that came from the legs. Let's see if I can show that off here. Where you focus. There you go. The tab right there, and that is going to go into the slots on the arm. So you just want to take it and just fold it down, and then there are tabs here on the side that go into the big hole in there. So you just want to take that and just push it down and in, and like so. We have Hound in his Jeep mode. And for a finishing touch, we'll take this here and just push it over here, and there we have Hound in his Jeep mode. So here we have Hound in his Jeep mode, and I gotta be honest here, this is not that bad of a looking Jeep mode. When I first saw videos and images of this thing, I was kind of annoyed, well, mainly by his predecessor, whose name I still haven't looked up, even though I transformed all of them off screen. I still forgot to look up the name, but it was the fact that his feet are right there. Now, while they do still bother me a little bit, in hand, they bother me less. However, if I did have to mention something that is bothering me, and that is something that is actually kind of a big deal for me, is the fact that his back looks so empty. Because I have played GTA. I have seen the A-Team. I have seen, like, every place where I look, Jeeps have a big wheel on the back. And Hound doesn't have that. And it looks so empty without it. That's the only real gripe that I have with this figure. Because outside of that, this thing is amazing. Absolutely fantastic looking. The nice blue window here instead of, you know, what they would have probably used if this was mainline. Clear plastic. We got some nice up front here with the star and the Autobot symbol, just like in robot mode. This is one nice looking figure, if I'm being honest here. And I know he doesn't have the gun that he has in Generation 1, but I think this one is a good substitute. This missile launcher is a good substitute for the gun that he has in Generation 1. But the lack of wheel in the back is, like I said, what annoys me a little bit. Now then, for accessories, he comes, well, with that thing. But also we got this gun here, nice blaster, that you already saw in robot mode. And it can store right here, so he can dual wield. You can also store it right here. You can also store it down here. And the same goes for the other side with there and there in places. But to be honest, we're not going to store that because it doesn't look good, okay? A Jeep's supposed to have one of these. That looks good, but not two. Two would be too much. But since there is no articulation outside of the fact this thing can roll, let's just immediately just hop into size comparison. So starting off here, he is with Jazz. Here he is with Wheeljack. Here he is with Sunstreaker and Trailbreaker. The whole set of the Autobots stand united. And to be honest, this is one nice looking set. I can't wait to dive into the rest of you guys, because this is what we still have left. Tuesday, Saturday, and then the week after on Saturday. Now get out of here. I'll get back to you later. And here he is with Sideswipe and Ironhide. And to be honest, like I said before, I think I've said this before, I've never really been a big fan of like Hasbro continuing to do G1, like just G1 everything. But to be honest, having these figures does make me very happy. And I have retracted my, being against G1, because also they're doing other stuff now. But anyway, that was Hound in his Jeep mode, so we shall get him back into robot mode in a jiffy. So let's get Hound back into his robotic mode. So starting off, you want to remove this thing, because, you know, just like before, it doesn't really belong there. Anyway, you want to take these front wheels and just untap them from the side. Also untap them from the back. It will make this next portion a bit easier. It will be rotating the whole thing out like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take the foot here and lift it, you know, fold it out. Take this piece here and fold it. No, don't use the ankle tilt, but fold it up like so. And that will make it so much easier to just feed this in here, like so. And there we go. Next up, what you want to do is you want to take the arms and just undo them from here. Take the front piece here. Well, untap this piece first. And take the front piece here and just push it down. Take this front window and just push it all the way back, like so. And then you have these things here that there's our hooks. Wait, you can see it. There are hooks in here that just hug it like so. Then you want to straighten out the forearms and the fist as well if it moved. And then give him back his missile launcher. And here we have Hound in his robot mode. So, final thoughts time for Hound. And you know what? I feel like I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. But I will say that Hound, to me personally, I know a lot of people will pick this one. But Hound is the weakest figure in the set. For me personally, it is absolutely the weakest figure. It is my least favorite figure in this set, which is kind of ironic because this is the whole reason you buy this set in the first place. I love Sunstreaker, Jazz, the new Jazz anyway. I think Trailbreaker is also on that disappointing scale in that sense. Trailbreaker is kind of like Hound. And I think Wheeljack's great. But Hound, sadly enough, is my least favorite figure. That does not mean that I hate it. No. If you have basically, like, you got like 10 out of 10s, a 9 out of 10, and then an 8 out of 10, Hound would also fit that 8 out of 10 requirement. So that means that Hound is a great figure. But personally, for me, the back wheel, the fact that the back wheel is missing is something that I am very disappointed by. And also, I don't know, the simple transformation feels a bit too simple, especially with the fact that this was originally supposed to be a Studio Series figure. It's like you just undo the arms, you lift this up, you undo the legs, and then lift it around, and then done. You're done. That's it. That's all you have to do. It feels a bit, I don't know, it feels really simple. But that does not mean that I don't like this figure, and would I recommend it? Well, that is where the problem comes into play, because with the other figures I could easily say yes, but they have Earthrise or Studio Series figures, versions of them, where you can at least buy the individual figure. For this one, you need to buy the whole set, so that's kind of gonna be an issue for maybe some people. If you don't have any figure from this set, I would highly recommend you pick up this set. But if you have most of these figures, I don't know if Hound is really worth the asking price of, like, I forgot how much, like the 120 or so that this set costs. So it's more like it's your own, it's basically, what do you think? Do you think it's worth it or not? Because I can't really make a guess about that, because I bought this in the sense of everyone. However, if I just needed Hound, I probably wouldn't have bought the whole set, and I probably would have potentially looked for a single hound that probably would have been sold for 40 euros, which would still be overpriced, but at least it would be better than buying figures twice. Jazz. But that has been my review of Transformers Legacy United, Autobots and United Deluxe Class Hound. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell, and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!